Hello guys, this is Amol Khedkar. I welcome you to this video. Today I'm going to talk about the criticism of the United Nations, which has encompassed numerous arguments regarding various aspects of the organization such as policy, ideology, equality of representation, administration, ability to enforce rulings, and ideological bias. In this video, we are going to see why the UN is irrelevant, obsolete, and useless. So let's get started. Firstly, the UN has been silent in the face of genocide and terrorism that occurred between its founding period and the present day. While the UN during its founding period was limited to those countries that declared war on at least one of the Axis powers of World War II, the modern United Nations has become diluted to the point where only 75 of the 184 member states are democracies. This had to the effect of tipping the scales of the UN so that the organization as a whole was more likable to the requirements of dictatorships. Secondly, there have been controversy and criticism of the UN organization and its activities since at least 1950s. In the US, an early opponent of the UN was John Birch Society, which began a Get US Out of UN campaign in 1959, charging that the UN's aim was to establish a one world government. Charles de Gaulle of France criticized the UN, famously calling it La Machine, and was not convinced that a global security alliance would help in maintaining world peace, saying UN cannot direct defense treaties between countries. Thirdly, there has been criticism that the five permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, namely China, France, Russia, the UK, and the US, who are all nuclear powers, have created an exclusive nuclear club whose powers are unchecked. Unlike the General Assembly, the United Nations Security Council does not have true international representation. This has led to accusations that the UNSC only addresses the strategic interests and political motives of the permanent members, especially in humanitarian interventions, for example, protecting the oil-rich Kuwaitis in 1991, but poorly protecting resource-poor Rwandans in 1997. Lastly, another criticism of the Security Council involves the veto power of the five permanent members. As it stands, a veto from any of the permanent members can halt any possible action the Council may take. One country's objection rather than the opinions of a majority of countries may cripple any possible UN armed or diplomatic response to a crisis. As part of the Soviet Union, Russia vetoed 90 resolutions between 1949 and 1991. As of today, USSR and Russia vetoed 141 times, US 83 times, UK 32 times, France 18 times, and China 14 times. I hope you liked my analysis of this video. If you liked, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like these. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.